There we go. Looks like we're live. All right. Let's see here. Now let's get a link. If you guys are watching right now, I'm doing a setup. Get a shareable link. We'll throw that on there right there. There we go. And now the link is live. Members chat. Boom. There it is. So I guess I'll just start. Looks like I've got maybe 9 viewers in here. I can't actually tell. And it looks like the delay is kind of significant. I haven't done the YouTube setup in some time, so I'm going to go and take a few more seconds here just to make sure that it's actually working. If you guys can give me a comm check real quick, I'd appreciate it. And then we can go from there. YouTube. Let's see if I pop up as... I'm not popping up as being live, which is interesting. But it is what it is. Let's see here. Interesting. I'll pop. There we go. Live stream. And we can go from there. Okay. Looks like it's actually working. Let's go ahead and mute that. And then we'll go back to that page. And it looks like we are good to go. Wow, a lot of you popped in here. Wow, I appreciate the support, guys. Let's see here. 11 concurrent viewers, 8 at chat rate, views 15. Dude, it's great. Let's see. Here you are, but here you are. You guys are just coming in here. We got Cool Coach first. Deborah, number 2. Hicktown Honey, Deanna, Mr. Peanut. Good evening. There we go. Barb. We got Scott showed up. I appreciate it, Scott. You got Beecher, JB, Hicktown Honey. Yeah, looks like all the regulars are popping in. You know, obviously this is not a Friday Discord, but thank you very much, Deborah. Appreciate it. Like I said, I don't know what the delay is. I don't know how long this will last. The girlfriend just ran off to pick up her son, and I thought to myself, you know, I've been kind of like, I've been a little bit of a recluse lately, and yeah, I'll be honest with you. As you can see, I have been partaking. So it may be, hey Haley, what's going on? It may be interesting to see what happens. I am not running this through Restream, so I can't post your stuff in the chat. But I can, let me slide it. Let me slide that way. There we go, because that damn screen is in there. I don't know what we should call this screen here. Or this particular one. If you guys do me a favor, hit that like button so it lets the algorithm know that we're here and we're not going anywhere. I do have a few things. Hey Mad Max, what's going on? I do have a few things that I wanted to show you guys. So as you may have figured out, I've been gone for a while, and I've been gone for a while because pretty much my life is just like blowing up. You know, it's like you get these. There's these times in your life where you, suggested current bit rate is higher than recommended. We recommend you use a stream bit. Yeah, I'm not going to change my bit rate to make you happy, YouTube. It's working perfectly. Anyway, by the way, I'm 3 into these. So you may get, now is the time to ask questions you may get the answers for. But, you know, it's like you get to... There's times in your life where it seems like every single day you're just getting these life-changing nuclear detonations going off in your life. And they're just like, these things can change your life for the worst. And I've kind of been going through that for about 30 days now, like 30 days. I wish I could share more details with you guys, but that's more of a Patreon level thing. And no, I'm not trying to get you to sign up for the Patreon to find out what's happening in my life. That's not what I'm doing. That's not what the Patreon's about. You know, it is about that 30 seconds, like right now, is that 30 seconds where you don't feel the weight of the world on your shoulders. And I thought to myself, you know, the girlfriend has driven out to pick up her son. We have him on the weekends, and he's an awesome kid. But I thought, you know what, this would be a great time to just drop in and say hi to you guys and say, I'm still here. Everything is fine. You know, thank you, H. You've changed your name. I love when people change their name in the Discord because it's like I now have to figure out who they are by their picture, but I'm pretty sure that's Hicktown Honey. So today was pretty awesome. We drove to another town, and there's nothing where we live, so we had to drive like 2 hours just to go to a Sam's Club, which really kind of got my prepper thoughts going again as to what we could accomplish at a Sam's Club. As far as preparedness, there's really a lot of opportunities there. Some good, some bad, some indifferent. But you know, the reality is that, you know, it kind of like gave me that whole 30 seconds of breathing room where, what is that noise? Kind of gave me that whole 30 seconds of breathing room where I wasn't feeling the weight of the world coming down on me. And the things that I've been going through, and like I said, I'll eventually share this with the Patreons, but the things that have been going on in my life, and it's just like one massive life-changing event, like every week, you know, multiple loved ones in the hospital, you know, changes in finances, where you're going to live. Just the wildest things have just been bombarding myself and the girlfriend for about a month straight. It's like there's no end to it. And today we finally got into that zone where we could just separate ourselves from everybody else. And it felt really good. So I wanted to draw, and I thought to myself, you know what, this is a perfect opportunity for a very quick impromptu live stream where I could let you guys know that I'm alive and that things are still happening. It's just that I can't, like, with all the things that are going on, I can't focus even enough to make you a damn video about stuff. So I figure I'd like take an opportunity here. One of the videos that I'm going to be making is there's a company that contacted me, and they call themselves Batrix, and I think it's a really good idea. But as usual, you know, I like to test things out before I give you guys like, hey, thumbs up. I would definitely go after this, or I wouldn't. Obviously, you're adults. You know, spend your own money the way you want to. But basically, so Batrix is this is an emergency charging, or it's an emergency battery system for your cell phones or anything that you want to plug into it. It's compatible with both Android and this crazy iPhones, but it just comes in this little plastic bag, and it's got a shelf life of 8 years, and it has a battery power of 3 hours. So, and it's not like to charge your phone or anything. It's literally to run your phone or USB device for 3 hours. I'm gonna pull it out of the package real quick, and it's just this little credit card size thing. And like I said, I still have to make a video. I'm gonna make a video for you, but you know, on the back of it, like here, there's a USB-C right there, and hopefully that's, yeah, okay, good. It's right there, and then on the front is actually the iPhone cord, and the idea is that you just pop these out, and then you plug them into your phone, and now you can run your phone for like 3 hours or whatever you're running. Everything that I've read about it so far is all about powering, not charging. So let that one sink in. And they actually have like this little USB code on the back, I'm sorry, the QR code, and then you can actually set that up so that it'll tell you exactly what to do with it. It takes you to their website. And if it does what it's supposed to do, I'm going to power down, I'm going to just like destroy a phone and then plug this thing into it and see how long it runs. And so that's the plan. I'm not an affiliate. I have no connection to them whatsoever. This is kind of like me telling you that Walmart makes great shit, you know, for some things that are preparedness. And it's literally, that's what's going to happen in that particular case. I still owe you guys a lot of videos on some of the respiratory stuff for emergency breathing or Heimlich maneuvers. There's actually an emergency like suction device, you know. Let's see here. I'm seeing some questions here. I'm here. What's up, Mad Max? Oh, this is going to be good. Cheers. Cheers, Hicktown. Let's see here. Sometimes you just can't catch up. That's life. Yeah, absolutely true. And we're not trying to catch up. We're just trying to get through the things that are happening in our lives. We're trying to plan appropriately. And these are things that there's no way we could have prepared for. That's what's absolutely mind-blowing about the last month. There are things that there's no possible way we could prepare for them. So, hey, Tina, good to see you. So Hicktown Honey asks, are the devices themselves rechargeable? I do not think so. I have not had, the company reached out. I said, yeah, send me a couple, one for the show and one for me, and we'll call it even. And if I like it, I'll make a link. And if I don't like it, I'll still make a link because, it's like any other product. Some people will believe that, whiskey does great inside of a radiator, and that's the way they think they're gonna work. It's gonna work, But if they want to send me stuff and they want me to do a review on it, I'm going to. You guys know I can do thorough reviews anyway. So I don't know that it can be recharged itself. I never really got that far, but that could be an awesome test. It really could. It's a very small, it's a very light battery, so I'm going to guess that it's lithium in some way. So I guess it's all about the connections. If there's a connection to, basically, I want to say the term is reverse polarization, to where you can apply power to the battery, you might be able to recharge it. But the idea is that it's emergency, and it's like one of those things you put on your shelf and you forget about, or you stick in your purse and you forget about, because it's got an 8-year shelf life. So. But yeah, I mean, and there could be some dangers to it, to charging the device. It could like burst into flames or something like that. Why is my Discord is showing everybody's names in their first initial or the first letter of their name, but it's showing like ... That's kind of weird. It must be a new Discord thing for minimizing things. I don't know why it would do that. Let me maximize the screen real quick and see. Yeah, it still did it. Really weird. Discord's changing all the time. There's no telling what the hell's going on. Let's see here. Grumpy Acres. Hey, getting through stuff must be talking about a day that ends in Y. What, like Y2K? No, I don't know about that. No. We've had a couple of family members that literally went into the hospital one week after the other for 3 weeks straight, and one of them was okay, and the other is pretty serious right now. And then there's some property issues that I have to resolve that could change this background that you see right now, that kind of thing. But we'll get through it. I'm confident that we will get through it, So it is what it is. It is what it is. If anybody has any questions, do me a favor, throw them in the chat so that if you guys didn't know this, every time there's something called a chat rate. Like right now, my chat rate is 1. Here, hold on. Let me show you something. Left screen without border. Hold on a second, guys. I just realized what I've got is not... It's not showing you what it should be showing you. I've not used this program in a long time, so it's set up for streaming on at a different place. So I'm trying to copy and paste those attributes into left screen with board.
And so
Okay, we're just going to go with that. I was trying to show you guys something on YouTube, and it will not let me add the microphone back unless I'm in this particular screen. So we're just going to kind of go from there. Okay, no sound when you're doing weird stuff with screen sharing. Yeah, I got you, man. I got you. Yeah, I tried to fix it, but it doesn't seem to be allowing me to add a microphone on that particular screen share. So we're just going to go from there. But the bottom line is that if you guys post things in the chat, then my chat rate goes up, and then it will draw more people in, so on and so forth. It's better for the stream. So, and that's obviously the only way that we can communicate right now anyway. So if you guys have any questions, do me a favor, put them in the chat. If you just want to say hi, just do something in the chat. That will raise our chat rate and things will go up. So I'm looking at some of the replay. I don't know why the lag is so bad. I'm literally watching the screen right now and seeing where I'm showing you stuff on the screen that is like a minute ago. The lag, it's really, really bad. I don't know exactly why it's doing this crazy stuff. So let me take a sip. That way I know where I am. Well, then, let's chat, Mad Max says. What beer are you drinking? Well, I'm drinking the good stuff, bro. This is the, I've unfortunately been around the world a few times, and I've had the luxury of drinking at the oldest brewery on the planet, which is Liquid Gold. And it pretty much ruined me for all American beer ever again. So I will, if I have to, I'll drink Yingling, but when I can, I drink Guinness. It's just, it is what it is. Let's see. What are you drinking? How long is your beard? My beard is actually getting pretty crazy. It's got to the point where I have to, like, watch when I eat, when I go out to eat, because I can't, like, I have to, like, over the plate, angle down, that kind of thing. You know, I can't, like, get into the plate. Because it's gonna be a huge mess. One of the great things about today was we found this restaurant that was in a town that we thought was dead, and this restaurant was it was one of those old Pizza Hut buildings that some like immigrant had taken over. We were like listening to them teach their kids English and stuff. It was really wild, you know. And the food was phenomenal. I had a great hamburger. I had a great set of fries. It was like the American thing right there. But the beard was, I was just like, let's see here. Where are we at here? You guys are really, I appreciate you guys throwing shit in the chat. Can't stay much longer. Have to teleconference with the family about next week's camping trip. Now that's important, Tina. Mad Max says, "Where's the tinfoil hat?" The tinfoil hat has been gone for a while, but I still have. This is everybody's favorite. The tinfoil. Was it Viking hat? This is still everybody's favorite right here. So I guess that's my go-to right now. That's my go-to. Do you use beard oil? The girlfriend would like me to use beard oil, but I don't. This is really bad. It's crazy. I think it's time to trim it. She says she likes it really long, and I'm like, all right, who was this girl dating before I showed up, you know? But you know, I think it's time to trim it. It's not out of control. It just happens to be. Oh, by the way, I've been out all day long, and I've been drinking, and yeah, it is what it is right now. But let's see. Oh, that's your favorite tinfoil. What's your favorite tinfoil topic as of late? Hicktown Honey, that one's pretty good. My favorite tinfoil topic. We're still being bombarded, you know, like from every direction. So pretty much everything. I did like watching the what was it? The House, I think it was House Judiciary or House Oversight Committee 2 days ago, where they had the Kennedy who's running for president right now, and that crazy woman who used to run the DNC, who actually tried to identify as being a black person. She's pretty much a joke, but you know, she tried to defame him, and he basically put her in her place. So that one right there. I think that it's important that, you know, if somebody's saying something wrong, stand up for yourself, defend yourself. Don't let people play the name game with you. And I think that was very. I think it's very interesting that he did that, and I think that he gained a lot of respect. I mean, I won't vote for the guy, but I gained a lot of respect for him. So let's see. What's the latest distractions politically? Oh, I would say the latest political distractions, they aren't really distractions. Okay. So if you guys haven't noticed, I'm active on Twitter, and the left has really figured out that how Trump won, and he won by gaining opinion online. So what they do is they're trying to now gain votes by saying that El Presidente is going to nominate Obama's wife to be on the Supreme Court. And it's like, okay, well, I mean, there's no legally 100% he can do that. Hold on a second, guys. I got a weird sound coming from my other room. Penny, are you okay? What are you doing? Sorry about that. Penny's been acting weird, and so I'm paying more attention to her right now. But yeah, so legitimately he could do that. He could nominate Michelle Obama to be on the Supreme Court, and then he'd have to go through Senate confirmation, things like that. And they're talking about expanding the court, but I mean, come on, man, it's a freaking joke. So first of all, the court has to be an odd number. It can't be an even number. Okay, so that's that. Throw that idea out. You know, secondly, the American public will not accept that. You know, you think that you're going, hey, what's up, Spags? You think that you're going to get votes because the president said that he's going to nominate Michelle Obama to be on the Supreme Court. So what? Nomination. Hello. Hello, I'm Congressman so-and-so. And your nomination is, okay, thank you for showing up. That's what's going to happen. You know, it's a joke. It's absolutely a joke. So the Senate confirmation hearing could literally be like, okay, thanks for showing up. And then the Senate votes and says, okay, but you know what? What they don't understand, what people don't understand is those have to be almost, I think it's a 60%. I think they have to have a 60% confirmation. Otherwise, it doesn't happen. And that's never going to happen. So it's a gigantic distraction trying to get black votes, which is stupid because most black people have figured out that they've been used. And I hope so. So, well, let's see here. Hello, my favorite jarhead. What's up, devil? What's up, devil nuts? Let's see here. Let's see. The Viking hat, that's the best. Have you seen Sound of Freedom? No, Deborah, I have not seen Sound of Freedom. I love movies, regardless of what their topic is. But I also don't like paying $20 when I can wait and unfortunately, it's been happening pretty quickly. I can wait like a month, and they're going to be on Netflix, they're going to be on Prime, they're going to be on something, and I can pay $5.99. So, let's see. That's a good look. You'll fit right in at Walmart. I know, right? The people of Walmart. What's up? What's up, Survivalist Preppers? That's right, I know your real name. By the way, guys, if you guys didn't know this, I'll be on Survivalist Prepper. Well, I don't know if it's going to be live or recorded, but tomorrow night I'll be part of that team, and we'll be yapping along about preparedness stuff that you owe me bullet points, you owe me notes on. You're supposed to write something up, man. Where we got here? West Virginia Pappy. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. We need RF hats here these days. Let's see. There are some funny parts in that. Tina says, gotta run, have a good night. And Spags is just screaming my name. Rah! For those of you that have just showed up, I have been partaking, so now is the time to ask those questions that you might get an answer for. Error. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming, such as users will experience buffering. Live show tomorrow. I'm working on the topics. Haha! There you go. I love it, man. I love it. Live shows are the best. Live shows are the best because you never know what's going to happen. Prepper Cat, what do you want? Do you want out? Oh my God. It's like I'm a butler for animals. Go on. Okay. I'm like an animal slave. I'm a slave to animals. Too many. All right, what's your name to say? What about the administration appealing decision to stay out of social media information meddling? Yeah, that's kind of sad. That's kind of sad. You know, that was kind of a big deal that happened on July 4th. You know, I honestly thought that we knew they were going to appeal it, okay? But I honestly thought that, you know, it was a 150-page document that basically said, government, you're screwed up. Stay the hell out of this. Stop screwing around. And, you know, here's the thing. And, the government appealed. The government appealed, and they won their appeal, so they can, but here's the thing. The idea that they won their appeal does not mean that it has defeated anything that has to do with the Second Amendment or controlling your speech or what you can see online, because they did it under the preface of national security. Now, when you start talking about those kind of things, it's like, okay, so we do need to fight off other countries that are trying to screw with our elections. Okay, dynamite, government, do your job. But what's going to happen is that if they try to silence these people that are on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube, if they try to silence these people that are just speaking differently, that have an altered opinion, it's not politically motivated and nothing to do with national security, then they're going to be in a whole lot of hot water. Okay? So that's actually what happened. They basically said, we need to be able to do this so that we can protect elections and that we can protect the American people from misinformation, so they don't mess with our elections. But here's the thing. I honestly don't think that anybody's ever messed with our elections. I think that the people in power want to keep the power, and they want to maintain the status quo. And this is one of the ways that they're going to try it. But you know, it's like a dirty cop. You know what I'm saying? No one knows that a cop is dirty until he finally gets caught, and they slap his hand and say, "Look, dude, you got to stop doing this stuff." You know, you get internal affairs involved, things like that. But now all eyes are on that cop. So they're waiting for him to screw up. And when that happens, they're on him like stink on shit. So I think that's actually what is going to be happening here in the future. Let's see here. Animals have trained us all. Yes, we are all slaves to our animals. Where are we at here? And Deborah's agreeing with her. All right, next topic. 1 minute delay for some reason. I'm not sure why. The internet is not. It's either the internet or it's my software. I mean, the internet says that I'm going at. Oh man, I'm pumping. It's okay. So guys, it's YouTube. This choppiness is not me. I'm going out at 4,700 kilobits per second. I'm maintaining 30 frames per second, and my CPU is only running at 10%. So it is not me. It's all freaking YouTube. All right, so do me a favor, guys. Pop into the comments there. Ticky-tack, tacky-tick, tip, 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 tip. Do all that magical shit, and I'll be happy to answer your questions. And then we can go from there, because the girlfriend's not back yet. And you know what it is. When the girlfriend's away, it's time to play. In a good sense, obviously. In a good sense. It's funny, too, because I went into one of the hospitals I went into. They're like, what's this? What's the local prepper? What's this all about? And, you know, my girlfriend's like, oh, well, he's kind of famous. And I'm like, whatever. Let's see. All pets would vote Democrat. I don't know, man. I think pets are pretty much conservative. You really knock it down. They're very simplistic animals, you know. So I don't think pets would be Democrats. I think pets would be conservatives. I'm gonna go ahead and kill that, and I'm gonna kill that because that could be messing with my internet, so on and so forth. All right, let's see here. Mine would not. Light Rider says mine would not. All right, so when the girlfriend comes back, I'm probably going to kill the stream, but she could be gone for a little while. So do me a favor and fill the comments with questions. And if you have not liked or subscribed, do me a favor, do that now here, and we can go forward. JB the 25th says, is Joe really trying to investigate Elon for no reason, or am I falling for some bull? So JB, the administration has been after Elon for a long time, and not for any legitimate reason. All right. So whenever this is all about power. Okay. If you remember when old El Presidente decided to like meet with all the biggest and bestest electric vehicle companies in the United States, he kind of forgot to meet with one of them. And he did that because Elon has a conservative views, and Elon is not a Republican. He's not a Republican. He's very independent, and that means that he has sway with the independent-minded people, and that means that he has sway with those independent-minded voters. Now, if you didn't know this, only about 33% of the United States are Democrats, and only about 33% of the United States are registered Republicans. The rest are independents. They're registered independents. So if you can control the independents and you can do the math on that, that's a huge effect. So when you start talking about Elon Musk, and what's the guy talking about? He's talking about the big dream stuff, taking us to Mars, getting back to the moon, being independent from the government, not paying any more taxes that we need than we need to. He's talking about, freedom of speech. That's why he did the Twitter thing. He's talking about freedom of thought. He's talking about people not being sheeple. That's what he's talking about. He's talking about the plot for depopulation and how we have a responsibility to make some children and then raise them so that they understand that they're free individuals. That's what Elon Musk is talking about. So that goes directly against the socialist agenda. That goes against the liberalist agenda. And honestly, most of the people that follow El Presidente, they're morons. And I hate to say that because one of the things that I always tell people is that name calling is for the weak. A very important person, you might want to look up that quote. A very important person who has been forgotten said that, and he wasn't my skin color. He's a very intelligent man, and if you read about him, you'll find out how smart he really was. But anyway, so I hate going to that point, but in this particular case, It's actual facts. So the people in our administration, they want simply to maintain power. And that's it. That's all they want to do. They want to be able to tell you how to live. That's all they want to do. They don't want to be like, oh, yeah, it's because it's the better. It's the nanny state, man. It's like these people that think they know more than you do about your life. And this is a serious problem, and it goes against the American way of life, you know. So, man, I was just thinking to myself, I'm going to have to go back and watch this live stream and see how lucid I actually sound. So, let's see. Hopefully that answered your question, JB. We live in a small town, so you freedom them, house them, you feed them, you house them with the dogs. Gotcha. Deborah says, dinner bell is ringing. Gotta step away. Talk to you later, Deborah. RC says, what's up, Bob? My comments are in Discord live stream chat. You can choose to comment or ignore them. Okay. Let's, I don't see them. Where'd you post them, Bob? Maybe in the general chat, or I don't see them there. Let's talk about the news. Okay, there's something in there. No, that's from like 2 o'clock. As far as I can tell, we had 2 aircraft, U.S. Navy P-8 and NATO Rivet Joint drone went missing over the Black Sea 2 days ago. If these aircraft turned off their transponders, they would have to turn them back onto land. Actually, they don't have to turn the transponders back onto land. It has been well beyond the flight time for the aircraft. Let's see. Yeah, draw your own forever. Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, that's a serious issue, but no, they do not have to turn their transponders on back to land in order to land. That's just not. Transponders are simply so that air traffic controllers can see where the aircraft are in the air. Let's see. And I'm still looking, Bob, if you've got more. There we go. All right, what we got here? Bob showing me drinking a beer with a dude that's got a giant beard. I love it, Bob. I love it. Let's see here. Bob says, hey, everyone, I think that big tech already knows everything about us, and they see data to whom pays, including search results. Junkyards, German shepherds are Democrat prosecutors trained to fight against good. That's hilarious. That's hilarious, Bob. Yeah, listen, they already, okay, so statistically, and it's actually been reported. So, for instance, the Chinese government, they estimate that the Chinese government has data on 80% of the U.S. population. That's huge. That's huge. So if the Chinese have that, then the American government has 100% of the data on the United States. They know who you are. They know where you live. They know the things that you like. The algorithm can instantly build a profile on a particular person. This is not something that is 10 years down the road. This is something that has existed for years, guys. Existed for years. Let's see here. Top 3 on the threat board. Top 3 on the threat board is still, unfortunately, it's still the U.S. government is still the top. Chinese right behind them. Russia never makes the threat board. I don't know who number 3 would be. I've been kind of disconnected for the last month, to be honest with you. I don't know who number 3 would be. North Korea is firing off missiles. Whatever. North Korea does that shit all the time. They said that they have 40 plus missiles that they're prepared to shoot off. Well, if you've got that many missiles that you want to shoot off into the LOC, then go right ahead. At this point, it's like, oh, North Korea fired another missile into the water. Yay! They've kind of become a joke. This is an attempt for them to maintain their relevance on an international scale. We're a nuclear force. We're a nuclear power. We're somebody that you will have to work with in the future. So that's literally what's happening. Dinner bell, top 3. Thumbs up from JB. Scott says, you sound normal. Nice. I'm glad, because I've got a pretty good buzz on. Star showed up. Hey, there's one of my Canucks. I love to see you, Star. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, so I'm looking at the girlfriend coming down the road in her little car, and so I'm going to have to go ahead and shut this live stream off. just because I think it would be respectful to do that. So, guys, I want to thank you all for hanging out with me, and I want to thank you for supporting the channel. If you're not a Patreon, I recommend that you do it. There are links below. I will be making that video, like I told you, about this. And I have a few other products that I want to review for you guys. So I think that's going to be about it for right now. You guys know the deal. Stay safe. Have a great day, and I'll see you when I see you. I'm going to go ahead and start pushing some buttons right now. Once again, thanks for hanging out with me. Love you guys, and we